Protests against the war in Gaza have spread from Columbia and Yale to other universities in the U.S., leading to dozens of students being arrested and the cancellation of in-person classes.
가자지구 전쟁 반대를 주장하는 시위가 컬럼비아 대학교와 예일 대학교를 거쳐 미국 내 다른 대학들로 번지면서 학생 수십 명이 체포되고 대면 수업이 취소됐습니다. What's going on?
Right, so police moved to break up an encampment at NYU or New York University on Monday night, making a number of arrests, and dozens of students were also arrested at Yale earlier in the day, while Columbia University canceled in-person classes. Demonstrations and heated debates about the Israel-Gaza war and free speech have rocked U.S. campuses since the Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th, which prompted Israel's campaign in Gaza. So in the U.S., they say that students on both sides say that there have been a rise in both anti-Semitic and Islamophobic incidents since then. And the protest movement was kind of put into the spotlight last week after New York City police were called out to Columbia's campus and they arrested more than 100 demonstrators. And these rallies have spread since then. And in addition to NYU and Yale, encampments have been set up at the University of California at Berkeley, MIT, the University of Michigan, Emerson College, and Tufts. And, these protesters, they're calling on their institutions to disclose and divest its finances and endowments from weapons manufacturers and companies with an interest in the Israeli occupation.
Right, so we're looking at pro-Palestinian protesters, and the students are saying that the universities are not doing enough to help the Palestinians, or not necessarily to help, but they're doing the opposite, I suppose, is what they're arguing, and that is to help Israel, for example, the opposing parties here. Let's have a look at the first expression, and that's protests against something.
Right. So a protest is a statement or action expressing disapproval of or objection to something. So a protest against something would be going against a particular, a movement. It could be a war. It could be a legislation or a law.
네, 무엇에 반대하는 시위. Protests against something. 대면 수업은요, in-person classes입니다.
Right. So in-person classes it's a class with actual students or people in attendance, with the people actually there with their personal presence or in one's bodily presence.
Right. in-person이라는 게 직접 만나서 이런 의미가 있기 때문에 직접 가서 수업을 듣는 대면 수업이 되겠습니다. 반면에 네.
The opposite would be online or virtual classes.
Exactly. 우리가 팬데믹 기간 동안에 많이 했죠. online classes, virtual classes. 자, 인터넷으로, 줌으로 이렇게 수업을 많이 했었는데 대면 수업, 직접 가서 하는 수업. 지금 현재 미국에서 많은 대학의 대면 수업이 이 시위 때문에 취소됐다고 합니다. Here's the headline again. Protests against the war in Gaza have spread from Columbia and Yale to other universities in the U.S., leading to dozens of students being arrested and the cancellation of in-person classes. Let's move on to the next headline.
Queen Elizabeth II's second posthumous birthday was marked in England earlier this week with the unveiling of a bronze statue depicting the monarch as a young woman with a corgi at her feet.
2년 전 세상을 떠난 엘리자베스 2세 여왕의 생일 기념에 반려견 코기와 함께한 젊은 모습의 여왕 동상이 이번 주 현지에서 첫 선을 보였습니다. 사실 그동안에 이제 영국의 왕과 여왕 동상들은 굉장히 근엄한 그런 모습이었는데 이번에는 굉장히 사랑스럽다고 해야 되나요?
Yeah.
젊은 엘리자베스
Lovely.
2세 여왕이 이제 코기랑 또 그 밑에는 또 더 많은 코기들이
Yeah,
있고 네, 그 코기 강아지들과 함께 있는 그런 동상이죠.
Right. So it's her second posthumous birthday, and it was celebrated in a major way. I heard it's the smallest county in England.
Yeah.
So on April 21st, in what would have been the late Queen's 98th birthday, it's a 7-foot bronze statue. It depicts the monarch as a young woman with a corgi at her feet. It was unveiled outside the local library in, I think it's Oakham in Rutland, England's smallest county. And they said that it's England's first permanent memorial to Her late Majesty, who died on September 2022 at the age of 96. And as we mentioned, the statue, it shows the young Queen Elizabeth standing in ceremonial robes and one of her beloved corgis playing at her feet. And they later added 2 more corgis to the base of the statue for the final product. And it was commissioned by Dr. Sarah Furness, who is the Lord Lieutenant of Rutland, following the death of the Queen in September. And they said that the money was fundraised to make the project possible.
그래요. 자, Queen Elizabeth the Second 이렇게 얘기합니다. Queen Elizabeth 2세. 그러다 보니까 좀 공교롭게도 오늘 헤드라인에서
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth the Second's second posthumous birthday. 이게 이제 리딩하기가 좀 어려운데 이거 제가 좀 고칠 걸 그랬어요. 그래서 읽는데 고생하셨습니다. 근데 이제 엘리자베스 2세 여왕이 2022년 9월이었죠. 그때 향년 96세로 세상을 떠났습니다. 그래서 이번이 이제 돌아가신 후 맞이하는 2번째 생일이다.
Yeah.
그러니까 많은 신문들에서 she would have been 98.
Right.
그래서 살아 계셨더라면 98번째 그런 birthday였을 것이다. 이렇게 나온 기사도 있는데요. 자, 이번에 공개가 된 이 동상은 말씀드린 것처럼 굉장히 사랑스러운 이런 모습입니다. 첫 번째 표현을 좀 볼게요. Something was marked. Her birthday was marked.
Right. So if you mark something, it means to celebrate it or to show respect or commemorate something.
네, 여기서는 기념하다의 의미입니다. Her birthday was marked. With a statue depicting her as a young queen with her corgi.
Right. So if you depict something, it means to show or represent by, it could be, in this case, it was a statue, but it could be a drawing or a painting or other art form.
네. depict는 묘사하다라는 뜻인데요. 이 동상이 묘사하는 모습은 젊은 엘리자베스 2세 여왕. 그리고 정말 사랑했다고 하죠. 이
Yeah.
코기들을 너무나 사랑해서
It was kind of her symbolic
맞아,
pet. Yeah.
맞아. 항상 같이 하고 있었다. 그래서 그만큼 정말 이 애정을 가지고 함께한 반려견이었는데 그 코기와 함께한 동상이 unveiled 됐습니다. 공개가 됐어요. Here's the headline again. Queen Elizabeth II's second posthumous birthday was marked in England earlier this week with the unveiling of a bronze statue depicting the monarch as a young woman with a corgi at her feet. Let's move on to the final headline.
An intense heat wave in India has scorched several regions in the country, with temperatures soaring as high as 46 degrees Celsius and causing a TV news anchor to faint while reporting live on the weather updates.
기온이 섭씨 46도까지 치솟고 TV 뉴스 앵커가 날씨 관련 생방송 도중 정신을 잃고 쓰러지는 등 인도 곳곳이 극심한 폭염으로 몸살을 앓고 있습니다. Okay, so this is India.
Yes. And so parts of the country, it's just, it's being seared under a heat wave with maximum temperatures ranging from 40 degrees to 46 degrees Celsius in many areas. So amid this intense heat, a TV anchor recently fainted while reading live news updates about the heat wave.
Yeah.
Because her blood pressure suddenly fell. And they said that there was a snag in the cooling system. So inside the studio, it was already hot. And apparently she said that she's never really thirsty on air, so she never had to drink water while reporting the news in her 21-year career, but she was very thirsty that day. So she asked for water, she drank some water, and she was waiting. She completed 2 stories, and then there were still some others, but she fainted. But luckily, she said that it happened while there was this 30 or 40 second animation was playing. So during that time, she collapsed in her chair.
네, 지금 인도에서 40도 이상의 그런 상당히 더운 날씨가 기록이 될 뿐만 아니라 한 TV 뉴스 앵커가요. 생방송 도중에 이제 기절을 하는 일이 있었는데 그 실내 에어컨이 일단은 고장이
Yeah.
났었다고 하고요. 그다음에 또 그게 굉장히 덥고 또 사실 방송국의 이 조명들이
Yeah,
굉장히
it's very hot,
뜨겁습니다.
yeah.
네. 그래서 에어컨까지 안 돌아가는 또 바깥 기온이 그렇게 더운 상황이었으면은 어느 정도
It was probably hotter
정말
inside.
숨 막힐 정도였다. 이렇게 좀 짐작이 되기는 하네요. 그래도 그다음에 괜찮아졌죠. She is okay.
Yeah, and she said, drink lots of fluids.
Yes, of
because
course.
drinking enough fluids is the most important thing that you can do to prevent heat illness, even when indoors.
네. 날씨 얘기하면서 아까 sear라는 단어도 나왔지만 scorch라는 단어 보겠습니다.
Right. So scorch, it actually means to change color with dry heat or to burn slightly. But we use the word scorching heat when we're talking about very, very hot conditions.
Exactly. 아주 더운 여름 날씨를 말할 때 the scorching weather conditions 아니면은 여기서는 뭐라고 했었냐면 the heat wave scorched several regions in India 이렇게 얘기를 했습니다. 그래서 태우다라는 뜻이 있는데 아주 더운 여름 날씨와 함께 기억하시면 되겠고요. sear는 우리 뜨겁게 달군 팬에다가 고기 올려놓을 때
Yep.
찌익 하면서 소리 나는 거 있죠? 요게 sear예요. 이게 다 비슷한 느낌입니다. 다 너무 더우니까 이 태우다, 타다 이런 느낌의 단어들을 영어에서는 씁니다. And she fainted. Let's look at faint.
Right. To faint, it means to lose consciousness for a short time because of temporary insufficient supply of oxygen to the brain. You could also say she blacked out.
맞아요. 기절했다. 이거를 blacked out or fainted 이렇게 얘기를 할 수 있겠습니다. 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. An intense heat wave in India has scorched several regions in the country with temperatures soaring as high as 46 degrees Celsius and causing a TV news anchor to faint while reporting live on the weather updates.